people die. That show exposes. Oh, hold on, let me change that, JP. I'm sorry.
Thank
That
you.
show, no problem. That show exposes the dangers of synthetic medicine mixed with depressed people, mixed with irresponsibility. Because yeah, it says take twice a day, but these people are not fucking doing it. You have teenagers who are just saying they're depressed. For example, when I was at Central Michigan, everybody know about promethazine. Okay, promethazine, for those who don't know, is syrup, cough syrup, and people would just say that they were sick so they can get it, and then put it inside fucking Pepsis and Sprites, whatever the fuck, and eventually look at people like DJ Screw down in Houston, Texas. He was one of the first people I knew that was doing that chop and screw shit and talking about drinking lean, and he ended up dying, right? So I just think that not only is synthetic drugs bad, but in some ways they can be addictive, and even worse, people have a very hard tendency to be responsible when using them, and that's it's fucking detrimental to be perfectly honest.
I've heard a lot about the show Euphoria, and thank you for that, Darrell. One side says that it's popularizing drug use. The other side says that it's making people aware of or making light of it, either of those two things.
No,
Um,
JP, the very first scene is Zendaya in like a AA class. That was called like when you in therapy or whatever. They had her
Narcotics
staring at. Thank you, Narcotics Anonymous. That's exactly what it was. They had her staring into a coffin with a mirror, saying that like this would be you one day. Like that was the opening scene. And though Zendaya character, I really despise the character because she does so well at it. She is a fucking drug addict. But once you understand the psychology of it, then you like, oh my god, like this kid needs help. And she ended up finding a black Muslim guy, and he ended up helping her on that journey of getting her off drugs, helping her love herself, helping her value herself. And I mean, she was doing drugs because her father died, but because also she was heartbroken at some points.
Don't
And
spoil it
that
for them, bruh. They might watch it, bruh.
oh oh yeah yeah, I'm sorry,
God,
but
dog, boy.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm bad with spoilers. JP know that. Like I be
Hey,
spoiling shit. I be spoiling shit. I'm sorry, but yeah, the show is amazing. They're coming back for season three soon. I'm not even gonna talk about season two, but a lot of people have mental issues that lead to them using these drugs as well. Because if your mind is fucked up, your body is gonna be like it's gonna deteriorate as well with your mind, as like that young lady that we talked about earlier. So I think it is highly important that we take care of both. That's all I'm saying, and stay away from synthetic drugs all the fucking together. Truth be told.
yeah, I can agree with that. When I was on opioid therapy for about 2 years, like 16 and 17, end of 15, early 17, something like that. Anyway, all it gave me the ability to go to work and do my job, and then I would come home and sleep. I would fall asleep with a plate of food on my lap, sitting up in bed. Like I hardly remember those times. Um, and then my sister came and she was like, "Yo, this is not you." And I started smoking cannabis, and then they were like, "Well, you can't smoke weed and do this." And I was like, "Okay, well, I ain't doing that shit no more because it don't feel like me." And so after some time, because I was on high dose pain medication, we're talking 40 milligrams of extended release morphine, um, like 30 milligrams of another type of morphine, 15 milligrams of Percocets, 10 milligrams of Roxy's. These are all that release at different times, and you take them at different times. So your body is in this constant flux of on again, off again, mental clarity, in and out of, and forcing yourself to adjust to that to be able to do nothing more than go to work. I was like, I'll pass. I'm
Facts.
out, bruh. I talk about having had bariatric surgery. I did not do that 15 years ago, so that I would then turn around and be in a space where I I was giving my life. First of all, I was fighting everything to give my life away for somebody else to make a dollar. I'll pass. So as far as I'm concerned, no, I don't agree with Western medicine, those types of things. At the time, I did what was necessary. You know, I, when people talk about divorce and this, that, and the third, I had to leave my marriage. Period. You want to debate me on it? Pull up and you tell me what a part of my marriage you experienced. Okay? Now, moving on. I had to do certain things in order to make sure that I could make it so that my children could see that they could do anything that they wanted to, anytime that they wanted to. It was their choice. They were free. My sons were born free, were raised free, and I want them to continue to be free as they move on in their journey. So I encourage them to stay away from these things as much as possible. Now, you have to run your race. Even Daniel, we talk about these things. It's when you can accept that, okay, I have to go out and make this currency so that I can live the life that I want. That's different. All right, brother Darrell, go ahead and say your piece, because you said you got to get out of here, and then after that, Daniel, you can go ahead. You might be asleep back there.
No, I'm about
I'm
to.
not asleep.
I got the
I'm
little
still
one laying
listening.
in bed, so I'm about to go lay next to her and go ahead and get some rest. I got the rain music playing, so I'm
That rain
already. It's
music is
already.
dope.
Yeah,
That
it's
rap
already
music
getting
hit
to
different.
be. Man,
That rap
hell
music
yeah!
hit
It's
different
only
for real.
you either sleeping or you fucking one of the two, one of the two. But I'm sleeping tonight. I'm about to go ahead and get some rest. I see y'all tomorrow on the next gym stream yard.
All right, cuz so keep your spirit up.
Copy
Yes,
that.
man. Good
Peace
night,
out,
Salute,
P.
brother.
brother.
Have a good night, man.
Good night, Riz. Appreciate you, brother. JP, love you. I'll talk to y'all later.
Love you
For
too,
sure.
cuz.
All right, bye
Hey,
bye.
here. I'm looking at what you said in chat, right? JP, cool, man. She the reason why I came and fucked with the panel. You know what I'm saying? She bro, Clarence and them. They say she'll snap and cuss your ass out and shit. But I feel her vibe, man. I've always been comfortable. You know what I mean? So whenever you do feel like you wanna slide up, you know what I'm saying? She's definitely a cool spot and environment to do so. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely be like, go ahead and give it a shot. Definitely a cool person.
Well, thank you for that, brother Big Rig. And we have to talk, Air Jordan, because I know you said that you were here in Arizona as well. So, behind the scenes, you can hit me in my DM on Instagram if you're over there. Sorry, Air Jordan. You know how toddlers are when they get a little bit tired, they start rubbing their eyes and whatnot. Darrell, drop your link in the chat. Go
So
ahead, Daniel.
JP, with that
Oh, well,
fibromyalgia that you got, is that why you were taking the pills?
that's why I was taking them. Yes.
Yeah, my son's mom, she got that shit, and she definitely was going through that, man, and we had to get that shit up out of there, man. That you start getting used to taking that shit, man. It's a little different ball game, man. And when you was talking with Daniel about the little situations and shit, I feel you, man. That shit's a real painful thing that y'all go through, or anybody go through that may have that.
And men
You
do
got
have fibromyalgia. It's less prominent, but they do live with it. But I appreciate that. It is you're right though about having to get away from the opioids because it's pain that's going to be there for the rest of your life in
right,
some way, shape, and you've got to be able to accept that. And as long as you're under that cloud of opioids, those type of things, you can't get your own understanding of how to move forward and get through it.
right.
Daniel.
All right, there we go. Yeah, definitely. Uh, definitely, yeah, definitely. I'd say move away from the opioids. Pretty much, I agree with what everyone said here tonight, and you know, I've been trying my best not to take any type of opioid. Like because I get migraine headaches. Uh, I used to get them very consistently, like every couple of days back when I was younger, and it was just it was agony. It was fucking torture. But and then like there's also a side effect with the migraines that you get.